Hey team, Claire here from My Mortgage, and today I wanted to clear up a couple of questions around how you can purchase a property with a lower deposit in 2023. So essentially there's two ways that you can do this this year, and there are a couple of changes and differences between the two that I just want to explain. So the first way that you can purchase a property with a lower deposit, so that's less than 20%, is called the first home loan. That's essentially a loan that's provided by kāinga order or on behalf of the government to help first home buyers into their first homes, and those lending options are actually unlimited, so they can lend as much money as they like in that space, which is great. There are a couple of criteria to meet though. The first one is that you have to have an income jointly of less than 150k. If you're a single person, that's 95k. And you also have to have at least a 5% deposit, and you have to have saved that or put it in your KiwiSaver, so it can't be a fully gifted deposit. You also have to pay a small, what they call lender's mortgage insurance fee of 0.5%. So for example, if you borrow $500,000, you'll pay a lender's mortgage insurance fee of $2,500. And you have to meet the criteria for kāinga order's first home loan, which is to be a New Zealand citizen, which most of us are, to be in your role for at least 12 months or more, and to not have more than your deposit in realisable assets. So essentially, if you've got 3 cars, or you've got a boat, or you've got something you could sell to get towards a higher deposit, you have to do that. So they will decree that you have to liquefy those assets into cash to get a deposit. So that's a little bit regulated, I suppose. And the second way that we can help you with a lower deposit home loan is through the standard bank over 80% policy. So this is just a normal home loan with a lower deposit, and what most lenders do in this space is that they charge a small fee. So they charge either a premium of somewhere between 0.5 and 0.75%, or they charge a small margin on rates of somewhere between 0.25 and 0.75%, depending on how much deposit you've got. In this space, you have to have a minimum of 10% really. There are a tiny amount of options for 95% borrowing or 5% deposits, but they're quite hard to come by, and you have to make a lot of money to be able to meet the criteria. But largely, it's relatively easy to meet the criteria if you've got 2 incomes, a very small amount of existing debt, and a good deposit that you've saved either through KiwiSaver, the first home grant, some gift, etc. So essentially this option, generally the banks like you to have made an offer on a property. So what we do in this situation is we kind of look at your situation and make sure that everything works out for you, and then from there we look to formalise that option, but the bank can't provide a pre-approval for you until you have a property to buy, so until there's an offer accepted. So we're in this space for a few people at the moment where we've got that confirmation but just not formally, and it's about going out and making offers on properties and making sure that that finance clause adds up to a 10 or 15 working day depending on your situation. So hopefully those have answered a couple of questions about those two options, either the first home loan or a standard over 80% bank policy lower deposit loan. If you have any questions about these, definitely touch base with us. If you jump on our My Mortgage page, mymortgage.co.nz, you can click on the Contact Us page, and you can book a call directly there with myself or one of our awesome advisors who can run you through the details and how it applies to you and your situation. And we look forward to getting you on the first home faster and with a little bit more ease as well. Talk soon.